Welcome back to another race breakdown, everyone. I am Kevin Sully, and on today's edition, we're going to take a look at the 800 from the Continental Tour in Turku, the men's race, where Max Burgin checked off a bunch of boxes, runs a personal best, sets a world lead, and moves to number 4 all-time on the British men's 800-meter list. How did he do it? Let's watch the race and see. Remember, he's coming off a good effort in Ostrava, where he ran a quick time but did not win, and did that in a race where he pushed the pace. He used a similar formula this time. One big difference from that race to this race, just the sheer number of men in the race. Remember, there were 15 men in the start line in Ostrava, which caused Burgin to get banged around a bit at the start. Still, he went to the lead, but a little bit of some drama early on. This time, still a big field, but only 11 men, and you can see Burgin likes to get right behind the rabbit. That's him on the outside. This time, no incident. Checks over his shoulder and is able to slide into second place at the 200-meter mark. I think that obviously much more to plan, much easier for Burgin. So he's in second position and able just to get right behind the rabbit. Rabbit going out very aggressively in this race, stringing out the field behind him. Some good athletes in this race as well. Collins, Kipruto, Van Diepen. There are a number of guys who could make a world championship final. Let's check at this first 400. 49.9 for the pacer. Burgin a little bit behind, but still sub 50. So this is setting up to be a quick time for Max Burgin and company. Remember, the world lead this year, Moed Zahafi, set that way back in April, went on to win the NCAA championship. So a good 800-meter runner, but we haven't seen anything crazy fast yet out on the pro circuit. Rabbit steps off, 300 to go, and this is what's really impressive about Max Burgin. Hardest part of the race, 300 meters to go. This is where athletes in the 800 like to make the move because they want to make sure they're not slowing down too much, and if they want to make a pass, they want to try to do it before the curve, or at least set themselves up so that way with 100 to go, they're in position to kick. Watch how Burgin really does not let up at all on this backstretch. Gabriel Toile, who was a finalist at the World Championship last year, giving chase, but Burgin just cruising 1:15.91 through 600 and took a little bit of a risk going out hard. I know he likes to go out hard, but there's always a risk that the pack is going to catch you, but keeps them at bay. And then with 100 to go, I mean, at this point, you got 2-3 other guys in contention, but really it's Burgin's race to lose. You see how strung out the rest of the field is, as Burgin's going to push on and Toile's going to get past for second place. Burgin's going to cross the line. Really never threatened. I mean, the race was not a blowout, but really never threatened there. This was a race that Burgin controlled from the get-go. You see the time there on the clock, 1:43.52, number 4 all-time for Britain. World lead, his PB, just 20 years old. He's been running fast now for several years. It's easy to forget that he is still only 20 years old. Now, where does this put him in terms of the men's 800 rankings for the year? I mean, he is obviously a medal contender. He's a gold medal contender now because you have athletes like Emmanuel Wanyoni of Kenya, who I believe, he won that Ostrava race. He's one of the best guys in the world this year, but he's beatable. Everybody this year is beatable in the 800. Unless somebody emerges in the next 30 days before the World Championships start, everybody is in the mix. If you run 143, 144, heck, even 145, I think there's a chance on the right day that you could be a World Championship finalist and a World Championship medalist. So Burgin now firmly in the mix. This obviously is a huge bump up to his positioning in the race. His stock is rising. We'll see where he goes from here, but a great race. If you're a fan of British middle distance running, a great race. If you're a fan of just the men's 800, you want to see something faster this year, Max Burgin delivered in this race with that 1:43. Hopefully we'll see some more 1:43s and maybe even a 1:42 as the season progresses. Well, that's it for this race breakdown. Make sure to subscribe to the FloTrack YouTube page for more. We'll talk to you guys next time.